Hello viewers, let's today talk about the church controversy over 20 million Kenya shillings donation from President William Ruto. Now, the recent controversy surrounding the church, Jesus Winner Ministry Church in Roysambu, Nairobi County, if you've been online, you've probably seen the heated discussion about President William Ruto's donation of cash 20 million to the church and the reaction from Kenyan youth, especially the Gen Zs. So what happened? Last Sunday, you realize that, or if you remember well, the last Sunday, President Ruto attended a service at the Jesus Winner Ministry and donated cash 20 million in cash. He also pledged an additional 100 million cash, Kenya shillings, for the construction of a modern church. While some church members celebrated this donation, many young Kenyans were outraged. Now, why are these young Kenyans annoyed? Why do you think the young Kenyans are so upset with this action? So Gen Z is questioning the source of the money and why such large amounts are being given to churches when the country is struggling with economic hardship. Many feel that this is another example of leadership using churches to push their political agenda rather than focusing on real issues affecting citizens. Since sometimes it doesn't make sense. How can you pledge 100 million? You've given 20 million shillings to a church, you still pledge 100 million shillings to a church when people are suffering outside there. Some people are even unable to get something on the table. Now, to express their frustration, some Gen Z activists announced plans to occupy the church on Sunday, March 9, 2029, the past Sunday. Pastors were shared on social media calling for a mass protest at the church. If you look at the reaction of the media calling for a mass protest at the church, how did the religious leaders react in this case? Now, if you look at the reaction of the religious leaders in this country, you realize that most of these religious leaders, they even sometimes fail to differentiate between the religion and the politics. They don't know if they are the religious leaders. They are supposed to advise the government on the governance, on the manner of governance, but they just follow the trap of the politician. Religious leaders from across Kenya, including Uasin Gishu County, strongly condemned the planned occupation. They urged the youth to use dialogue instead of protest and emphasized that places of worship should be respected. How is that places of worship is going to be respected if you are using that altar for political issues? If you are using that altar for as a political rally, so does that make sense? How do you think Kenyans who are suffering outside there to respect the church? How do you think Kenyans, the Gen Zs who are failing to continue with their studies, to respect the religions, to respect the pastors? Sometimes we need to sit down and reason as Kenyans and as church leaders. So what does this mean for Kenyans? This isn't just about one church. Over the past year, Gen Z has been increasingly vocal about governance, transparency, and accountability. We've seen youth-led protests against financial bills and calls for leaders to separate politics from religion. This latest move shows that young Kenyans are demanding answers and are not afraid to challenge the system. So you realize that the Gen Zs was very harsh on churches because churches allowed the politics to be done in churches. There came a time where churches contradicted themselves when they said categorically that they don't want any political issue on the church or on the altars. But I don't know what has changed. Is it because of money in the name of donation? Is it because of the pastors we have are not pastors anymore? They follow the politicians? So what do you think? Should church accept political donation or should they stay out of politics? Is Gen Z right to protest in this way? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in your comments. Drop your comments and remember to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on current trending issue in our country. Thank you.